Swing away with ESPN for 2 nights of Major League Baseball action. First at 8 Eastern on Sunday night. Baseball presented by Taco Bell. Jermaine Guy leads the Chicago White Sox against Ian Kinsler, the Texas Rangers. Then catch Monday Night Baseball at 7 Eastern as Dustin Pedroia and the Boston Red Sox take on Derek Jeter and the Yankees for the first time in the new Yankee Stadium. Lap 61 here at Richmond International Raceway. Stephen Wallace, who almost won this spring race a year ago, finished a career best 5th, had a shot to win. A little bumping incident in the final laps with Kyle Busch.
He got together just a little bit here with the 32 car. Bernie Lamar right here, you see just a little bit of contact.
You can tell he's been trying to pass Bernie many laps. Now he just got lapped. He's got that right front fender caved in from that early accident. Yeah, and he's getting upset right now. He's trying to make something happen, looks like.
That would be for the 20th position. They are 20th and 21st. Let's update Stephen Wallace. Shannon.
Doc, you saw Stephen Wallace get a little bit loose right there. That's what he's been battling, but it has been a long day for this 66 team. They say this track is very much like Phoenix, but the team said they've been fighting things that they didn't fight at Phoenix, and they've made lots of changes. Camber, shocks, springs, track bar, basically everything they were allowed to change, they changed, and expect some more changes on the next pit stop.
Stephen's fighting hard to try to stay that first car lap down, and saw Mike Bliss just pass these guys, and now that's got Stephen Wallace out of that position.
Yeah, I tell you, Bliss's car is quick tonight.
11th spot, the 27 car, 99. How about the efforts for Scott Speed? Only his 3rd start in a nationwide car. Behind him, Jason Keller, who's a former winner here. And here comes the 29 car just marching his way toward the front.
Caution is out.
Okay, we think we have a little debris on the racetrack, probably from that contact we saw. We're talking about turn 4.
3rd caution flag of the night here on lap 66, and I got to believe, crew chief, now we may see some folks come on pit road.
Oh, you'll see all of them on pit road this time.
Oh yeah, this is really the first stop they're going to have now since they started this race, and like we talked about earlier, they practice in a day and they're racing at night, so things are going to change. They're going to have to make some adjustments. But
I don't know about this guy.
I started to say this guy here is not going to do nothing.
They may want to wax that one and just leave it alone, but we heard that Kyle Busch's car would not turn. He has issues, and Matt Kenseth was very loose off. Big-time adjustments usually in the first pit stop here at Richmond.
Oh, yeah, they need to take a big hit at it. They can't just play around a little bit. I mean, this is still a pretty quick race. A little over 2 hours is all this race is going to be.
Eddie Pardue here, you see they're going to make some adjustments. There's the Aaron's Lucky Dog free pass winner, Michael McDowell in the 47 car. He was the first car lap down in 18th position, so he will be able to go around and get back on the lead lap. It is very easy to be caught for speeding on pit road here at Richmond. We see a lot of speeding penalties, and I was talking to some crew chiefs. They said we always sort of dial our speed RPM gauge down here so these guys don't get close to that 40-mile-per-hour limit.
Yeah, they say don't get caught speeding on pit road, but don't give nothing up either.
Yeah, that's the problem. You can't give anything up. Pit road will be open this time by.
Mike Bliss has led the last 54 laps in a row, and he will lead them down as they head down to Dave Burns.
Kyle Busch picked up the lead earlier in the race, but he has fallen back. He is now in the 2nd position. They're going to make air pressure adjustments all the way around that car, raise the track bar, hoping that car will turn better. They will also fill it full of Sunoco fuel. Jamie?
And Matt Kenseth in the 16 was your pole sitter. He slipped back a couple of spots, but the car is actually getting better. It's not as loose as it was. They're going to make an air pressure adjustment and track bar for the 16. Shannon?
Jamie, Mike Bliss looking for a flawless pit stop here. He says he's a little bit tight past center. They are going to take 4 tires and make an air pressure adjustment and fill that baby full of Sunoco fuel.
Mike Bliss has the very first pit stop. You heard Andy Petrie talking about that's the preferred spot to pit here, and because of that, he will be the first one to come off of pit road. There's Bliss. He will not lose anything. Kyle Busch came in 2nd. Edwards up a spot. Kenseth back 1.
Keselowski up a couple spots.
Third caution flag of the night, and our over-the-wall reporter, Ben Steger, the rear tire carrier for Brendan Gaughan. Let's listen and watch.
All right, Mike's going to take off the lug nuts here. Tire on. Tire back to the wall. Grab the left side. Mike's going to hit 5 right here. Good boy.
how action happens on pit road, trying to get Brendan Gaughan on and off in a hurry.
Doc, you saw how dark it was when they're changing those tires. It was hard to see. It's like 11 cars. Scott Legacy's had a tire get away on him.
I'm not sure anybody sees it. Officials over there talking.
Yeah, it's just sitting over there. I can't believe they haven't run over and grabbed it yet.
I think if they say, the team says, well, if we ignore it, maybe they won't see it.
Yeah, maybe they say it's not my tire. I'm not going to get it.
You think
I'm
no one will notice?
The only problem is those things have your car number written on them.
Let's update Brad Keselowski in the 88 car. Dave.
Well, about lap 30, Doc, he decided that this car was terrible. It would not turn the corners at all. So Pops Fury reminded him, hey, why don't you turn on those blowers if they're not on the front wheels there. They weren't on. Brad says, wow, it's a lot better. He charged all the way up to inside the top 10 before that stop. Tim Brewer and the Craftsman Tech Garage, what a turn on blowers on those front tires do for a driver.
Tell you what, Dave, we've got the air ducts open on the front of the cars right here, but to accelerate the airflow, you actually have fans that are in line with the hoses. And with the fans, they actually draw more air, a lot more force to cool the brake rotors back in this area, Jerry.
Got to get that air in there. Exactly, Tim. Great way to show us how to keep those brakes cool. We'll get ready for the restart, and for you Jeff Burton fans, he's come from 33rd now to 11th on the restart. That 29 car is on the march, and by the way, that tire on pit road a moment ago belonged to the 26 car of Brian Keselowski.
Here comes Kyle Busch. He figures if he's going to get a shot at Mike Bliss, he needs to do it early. He's up on the outside now.
Well, remember, these tires are fast early too, Andy. Got to get it done quick.
He drove that car in on the outside real hard. It looks like Bliss got just a little bit loose. And really, that's probably the way his car is set up. He's probably got it pretty free. Takes a few laps to come in.
It took Bliss 14 laps when the green flag waved to be able to go make a move and go to the front. So we'll see if that indeed is the same case.
He also had a chance on that last pit stop to make an adjustment on the car and maybe make that 18 car just a little bit better.
Talked about air pressure and track bar on both the 18 and the 16 of Kenseth here on the outside.
Now, you guys hit the nail on the head because they've had to make some adjustments. Now, probably all these guys are making a little bit of adjustments to try to get it better. I mean, when you're leading the race, you think your car's perfect. Well, now Bliss is running second. He's probably saying, hey, this car doesn't feel the same. We need to change some stuff, guys.
I would say don't panic just yet. Let's run a few laps and see if it comes back in.
Battle for 10th position. Jeff Burton is 11th. Harvick in front of him in 10th spot. Scott Speed up in 9th in the 99 car. We just joined our coverage. We've had 3 leaders, 3 lead changes. Matt Kenseth led the first couple laps. Then Kyle Busch led the next 13. Bliss led 58 laps. We've had 3 caution flags for 16 laps. And Mike Bliss was the quickest car on the racetrack before the caution came out, but now the adjustments have taken their toll. That 18 car pretty darn fast.
Tell you what, Reigns, he has really got that thing running good tonight, and that's a team that really needs something now. You see Mike and Annette in front of him. That's another single car operation that needs a good run, and both these guys have really got it going on tonight.
Tony Reigns coming off that 4th place finish at Talladega. And for an owner like Bob Jenkins, who does it with his local restaurant concern out of Danbury, Tennessee, that was huge for that whole team.
Well, you see the 10 car right there, Brian Scott, in practice right off the bat this morning. He clobbered the wall, tore the whole right side off that car. They fixed it. He qualified 10th, and he's got a pretty good run going on right now.
Up front, the 88 of Brad Keselowski, who had just been complaining that the car wasn't very good.
Well, that's pretty good right now, and he's got those blowers on. This car looks really strong right now.
He qualifies, you know, it's been week after week he's been qualifying bad. He told us in the countdown show that, man, I'm just not a good qualifier. I put a lot of focus on getting my car driving good and not so much qualifying
I think
good.
that's the key. I don't think he's a bad qualifier. I think that he puts so much emphasis on getting his car to race well that he doesn't really care that much about qualifying. As long as that car will go to the front, he's fine with qualifying in the back. And you can see right now it's no problem for him at all.
Now, last year he came here and qualified in the front, but finished in the back. Maybe he's going to reverse it this time. This is the same car, by the way, that he had the great 3rd place finish and Phoenix. Our points leader and our race leader right now is Kyle Busch in the 18 car. Busch has now led twice for 18 laps here at Richmond International Raceway. Back in just a moment. 80 of 250 laps are in the books.